You have opened the gate to the past and you are in the year 1945. It is that time of the globe when the world has witnessed the most dangerous weapon ever being used. Nuclear bombs had already been dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, forcing the Japanese to surrender. U.S. Navy Flight 19 has disappeared over the infamous Bermuda Triangle. World War II was just about in the rearview. The clock radio is now a thing being invented, and finally, one of the greatest voices in the world of football had just born. So welcome to a night where it all got fogged up. In November 1945, Arsenal faced Dynamo Moscow at the White Hart Lane, which is now the home turf of Tottenham Hotspurs. It was a match that could have easily become a great chaotic comedy sports movie. The Gunners hosted the Moscows in a friendly match, which was not at all friendly. In fact, players on the field wanted the game to be suspended. But why? Streakers! Of course they can stop a play. But even if they were running around on that day, no one was able to see any balls. Any ball on that day, because it was all so fogged up. However, the referees decided to allow the game to go forward as the Clean Air Act was still more than a decade away. The official must have been boozed up to allow the game to be continued. The fog was so thick that turned this game into an absolute farce on all sorts of levels. Rules books were thrown out of the window, and each team did whatever they felt was necessary to play the game and see it come to an end. Players took matters into their own hands, and there were many strong tackles that could have been dealt with a red card. Dynamo Moscow had a substitution take place without ever removing the substitute player from the field of play. 55,000 fans that were at the game believed that the Russian team at one point fielded over 15 players at the same time. Even Arsenal wasn't too far behind when it comes to this sort of antics. The Gunners had a player sent off, who would return to the game later on, playing the remainder of the game without the referee noticing that the red-carded player was back on the field. If that was a possible thing today, Sergio Ramos would have registered record-breaking re-entries. So, if you think that was it, then hear this. The fog was so dense that Arsenal's goalkeeper knocks himself out after running into the goalpost, which he couldn't see due to the heavy fog. Reports claim that a spectator took his place for the rest of the match. Ultimately, the final score was a 4-3 loss to Arsenal, in a game in which the result didn't matter, but the story and developments of the game will forever be a part of Arsenal's folklore. Let us know in the comments section if you like the story. For more such tales, please subscribe and have a good day.